Even decades later, there's still a lot we don't know about this high-profile crime. Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today, we're counting down our picks for the top 5 facts about the murder of Gianni Versace. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're exploring the details of this 20-year-old murder, which has fascinated the public ever since. Number 5. It's the focus of American Crime Story Season 2.
He got away with beating her. He is not going to get away with killing her.
Ryan Murphy's first American Crime Story project, which focused on the trial of O.J. Simpson, was both a commercial and critical success. Since its conclusion, fans have been anxiously waiting for the next installment. In the summer of 2017, it was finally confirmed that the follow-up series would focus on the murder of fashion designer Gianni Versace. The original plan was to explore Hurricane Katrina, but a last-minute shuffle was made, moving Versace up and pushing the Katrina story back to Season 3 in order to give the production team more time to nail the water-based special effects. So let's learn more about the shocking 90s crime.
When you think about the murder of Gianni Versace, you think about his murder. Most people don't know the name of the person who killed him, but you know they were shot. You just don't know why.
Number 4. He was shot at his own front door in broad daylight.
I yelled, "Why did you do this? Why did you do this?"
The Italian fashion designer was staying at his Florida home in July of 1997 when he went out to run an early morning errand. He was back at the doors of his Miami Beach mansion, Casa Casarina, when he was shot twice in the head by an assailant who immediately fled the scene.
As he's walking up the stairs, what we know now to be Andrew Cunanan comes up behind him and shoots him twice in the head.
Versace's partner, model Antonio D'Amico, heard the shots from inside the house, where he was sitting with a family friend, Lazzaro Quintana. The two immediately went to the door to see what had happened.
So I run out the door, and Johnny was laying there. I check his artery. He was gone.
It was thanks to Quintana, who went after the gunman, that the police were able to identify the suspect.
And there were some gentlemen sitting here at the edge here, and they pointed to the garage. And that's when I told the officer, he's in there, go get him.
Number 3. His killer killed several others.
I think Versace had everything that Cunanan wanted. He wanted power, fabulous wealth, admiration.
Soon after the crime was committed, the killer was identified as a National City, California man named Andrew Cunanan. As the story developed, it became clear that while Gianni Versace may have been the most well-known of Cunanan's victims, he was not the only one.
His trail of death in 1997 stretched from Minnesota to Illinois to New Jersey.
After leaving his home in California, Cunanan traveled to Minneapolis in April of 1997 and killed an acquaintance named Jeffrey Trail. He stole a semi-automatic pistol from him and went on to murder David Madsen, a man he had previously been involved with, Lee Miglin, a Chicago real estate tycoon, and caretaker William Reese before heading to Florida.
He wanted to be Bundy, he wanted to be Dahmer, he wanted the recognition he felt he deserved.
Number 2. The search for Andrew Cunanan lasted 9 days.
A lot of ifs. Cunanan was the luckiest criminal I ever chased.
Cunanan was already on the FBI's 10 most wanted list from his murder of Lee Miglin, and was identified relatively quickly as the same attacker who killed Versace, thanks to Quintana. Despite this, it still took police 9 days to intercept him, and by the time they found him, he had already taken his own life.
It was street justice, and he had administered it to himself. He got everything he deserved.
In the days after Versace's murder, they received countless tips from people who had spotted him around the city. It was only when someone heard a gunshot coming from a houseboat that they were able to hone in on his exact location. When they found him, he had shot himself with the same gun he used to shoot Versace.
When they found his body, they found newspapers with Versace killer on the headline. I mean, he had become notorious, and that's what he wanted.
Number 1. No one really knows the motive.
You work very hard to become somebody, and then they kill you because you are somebody.
Even 20 years after the crime was committed, we still have very little information about why Andrew Cunanan decided to kill the legendary fashion designer. There has been much speculation, though.
This is exactly the end that Cunanan wanted. He wanted us all to keep wondering about him and thinking about him.
Cunanan may have met Versace years earlier, but there is no clear connection to be drawn between them. Some think that latent homophobia was what motivated him to seek out the openly gay designer, but there are few actual facts to go on.
Versace was a wealthy, older, gay man. Exactly the type of person Andrew made money off of, but I think hated at the same time.
Others thought it might have been a mafia hit. Miami Beach Chief of Police Richard Barretto said at the time, "I don't know that we are ever going to know the answers."
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from Ms. Mojo and subscribe for new videos every day.